ukuthi adinwe. And I've never done that since like for a while actually. Since I've known Uma, she's actually only hit me twice. But into engifuna ukuyisho ukuthi njengoba wonke umuntu esho ethi umuntu wrong lana uShawn, sacela ukusho ukuthi singabafaka abazali guys la ngoba sonke izingane sohlezi senze into ebhedayo, siphuza behind their back, sijola behind their back like ekhaya. Well, akakujola 19 but ekhaya kwakushiwo kahle from high school kuthiwa I'm not allowed to date. Lakhe linganye ingane elalelayo angijolanga e-high school, but kuma yinto yokuthi sohlezi senza izinto behind our parents' back. And obviously what usithelo being pregnant and usithelo umdala vele. Also another thing guys, which mina engayithanda, usithelo used to be my friend when I was 19 evarsity. Next thing umuntu usedlala nobhuti wami, so ngayikhipha Iman guys, don't comment. Kuma yinto yokuthi sonke siyaganga. So usithelo, the fact ukuthi wayemngani wami kodwa decide ukuthi ayobamba ubhuti wami, angifunanga ukuyingena ngoba ekugcineni if ubhuti wami ejabulela leyo nto ayithanda, mina ngiyena uma wakhe ukuthi ngimtshela ukuthi ayenzeni, naye ngiyangitshela ukuthi ngenzeni. So umuntu kuthiwa akaphile impilo yakhe, sonke asizenzela umathanda. And that's the beautiful part about life, ukuthi akho umuntu uzokutshela ukuthi wenzeni. So kuyo yonke into ekhulunywayo la in terms of ukuthi who's wrong, who's right, nokuthi usithelo got attracted to ingane. Angazi, obviously siyazi ukuthi yini yabenza ukuthi ama-attracted to ingane yasekhaya, nokuthi u-Andile wayejoba umuntu omdala, obviously kwakuyingane eyabona izinto ezingazazi, yatreatwa ngendlela entsha esingayazi ukuthi yayinjani. But ekugcineni if wakumjabulisa lokho wakumjabulisa. Nawe isithelo if ukudlala le game ayidlala kwakumnandi, siphelile, uphatheke kabi, usenendaba zokukhuluma asho athi wayeshawa and thina zumndeni sasazi. Ngangingazi lutho yena ugirl vele asengiqalile ukukhuluma naye khathi semithi ingane yesibili, khathi imithi ingane yokuqala ngakhuluma naye, ngangizwana nengane kuphela. But kuma yinto yokuthi wonke umuntu uzohlezi enokubheda kwakhe. There's always ups and downs into life. So in relation to le ndaba yakhe ukuthi ubani owenzayo, ziningi iy'tori engizaziyo guys, especially because usithelo ngamazi kuna-19, ziningi iy'tori engizaziyo but angisoze ngakhuluma ngabantu. In relation to ubhuti wami, he became an artist at a young age. He saw a lot, and besides, ingane who has age, we're not people uzobathola emaklabhini. Wayithola thina emaklabhini? So it's also understandable ukuthi maybe that's why he was looking mostly at abantu abadala kunaye. But in relation to everything ekhulunywayo, uma cela ngangena esashemi because uma phela egcine nje support into esiyithandayo thina. If ngithi ngifuna ukujola mina nendoda eshadile, uma engaphatheka kabi ngoba ekugcineni wayijola nobaba, ubaba ebhizi entanta namantombazane. So for me to do that, ngime umuntu ontanta nendoda eshadile, she'll be very disappointed. And I told myself ukuthi khona, I won't lie, khona abashadile ukubabuke ngizwa mnandi la, but ngiyibamba kahle ngithi ngengikwazi ukudisappoint uma kuyo yonke into engiyenzayo. I don't disappoint my mom. And in relation to u-Andile kube seshadile manje, they look happy. And either way, uThami ngiyamthanda mina. She looks very young. As much as she's 3 years older, she looks actually younger than u-Andile, which is beautiful. And with me being in the experience, uThami wasn't my friend, so I don't need to be all nice, but I'm very happy with her. Ayikho into wrong ngabo, yonke into in relation to our family side, we are happy with that. And anganazi iy'tori zokuthi wayefeba wayenzani. The fact that usithelo vele wayedumile ukuthi wayemithe nomuntu oshadile, and then she was the reason behind a divorce, ethi ingane yakhe yimbi nani. That is wrong. Vele usithelo is a person who likes attacking people verbally, and nalokho ukuthi manje useyakhipha istory esadala mikuthiwa istory esangempela, because ekugcineni mina akuyona engiyaziyo ukuthi she was being abused. But the fact ukuthi ukhipha leso story manje and uyasikhipha and then uyathula, like obviously mokhipha into, continue with it, ukubonala ekugcineni ukuthi who's on the right between the two teams. Angami into ukuthi uyakhuluma for a cloud or ukuthi ukhulume to destroy igama la Andile, because it did destroy igama la Andile. And it did destroy actually igama lethu as umndeni ka-Andile. And also usithelo and I we're still in communication noma u-Andi adishadile noTamya. She was not my enemy because vele umzali wey'ngane zasekhaya, so I had to respect that. And but manje masekhipha le ndaba, all of a sudden usengiblockile ku-Instagram. In fact, she blocked my whole family on Instagram. Masingamtshela ngathi Sithelo, actually fuck you and your ancestors ngoba like zithini kanje, why usifaka ey'ndabeni zakho? Because ekugcineni, when things get sorted, when everything gets sorted, sekuphuma nokuthi fine, ugirl, she's ibaby mama sekhaya, how is she gonna feel? Because ekugcineni umuntu nje esingenandaba naye, like mina angisoze ngahlala noSithelo, I'll never say hi, I'll never do anything because ekugcineni indaba yakhe no-Andile ukusikwenzakaleni nani into wafuna ukuthi ayikhulume nathi ngaminto nathi sibona ku-Instagram. So in relation to everything, yazi sonke sidinwe indlela ehlukile, nami ngidiniwe, but ngifuna ukuthi nje sazi kahle ukuthi guys, singablame yonke into, more especially like ingalo. Obviously mina akuyondaba yami, angihlangani la. Ningakhuluma ngo-Andile noSithelo noTamya Mlufuna, but uma umzali yena abazali egazi zingane abayingena iy'ndaba zethu, kwamina kwayimanje nje abayingena iy'ndaba zethu. Mina ngagcina ngihlala ekhaya ngina-18 from 19 until today, angazi ngihlala ekhaya. And vele bazothetha abazali bethi yini ungafuna uhlala endlini mina ekhaya, umuzi wasekhaya, I would love to stay there, but I've always preferred my privacy, ukuthi ngizenzele into zami isikhathi sami, nokuthi ngihlale ekhaya uma ngitshela athi angibuye by 10 o'clock. So kufuneka sazi ukuthi kuyo yonke into soyikhuluma singamfaki umzali, ngoba umzali will just have to tolerate into esiyithandayo. Sengiqedile. Thank you. I'm gonna go now.
All right. Thank you so much, Sbahle. Obviously,
well, I'm not going. How do I log off as a speaker?
Okay, I'll move you to a listener, Chum. I'll remove you as a speaker. Well, she did say that she is not going to be taking questions, and yeah, I think obviously we all didn't expect for her to come and give us the tea, but mina shaminya stand isn't that, so I would want to respect then magata gatata questions, so we stick to that, and then we can have a conversation about what she has told us and what we make of it and whatnot. Samge and Ri, I'm gonna hand over to you guys for a second. I'm gonna come out, but I'll come back. There's something I need to sort out real quick. So yeah.
Okay. Udraizo, I saw your hand was up during the whole time.
Oh, hey, morning, everyone. No, I just wanted to say, that one was raised well, or she's the smart one in the family. The way she spoke, they should make her the chairperson, the spokesperson of the family. And her clap back, that one had reached, the clap back about fuck you and your ancestors. Yes, sis. I couldn't recover from that one. And who's the girl? Sithelo. That one, she moves so strategically. She's smart. So she was friends with Sbahle. So she was seeing how the money was being spent at clubs. And she was like, I need to get me some of that black card. Oh, she's smart. And then she saw Andile and then saw her gateway into the family. She's smart, that one. But I guess I'm not agreeing with what she did. I'm just saying I see what she did there. But if it were a man who did that, that would be such a pervert move. Preying on a young child. But that's all I have to say, guys.
Usbahle, when I was becoming friends, I won't teach you this stuff. I'm just kidding. Aqua pen.
Hey guys, anilali samke. Dilele ndavuka niselapha. You guys. Well, I just want to say something that I'm so glad that Sbahle came on to give us clarity, because already for me the situation was actually very suspicious. I remember the one time in the past spaces that we had, I did mention that Lama Slay Queen, they always come out with the tea when things don't go their way, and they give us altered stories.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. How are you?
Hey, who's that?
Oh, and they give us. Oh, okay. And they give us altered stories and altered evidence because they know that as social media peeps, we're gonna react emotionally, So I for sure, they have their own side of the story, but I felt especially on the part where she said this actually kind of tarnished reputation in family, which is, it's wrong. It's crazy of her to do that because obviously she knew what was up. Because always down to get something, and obviously was probably chasing clout as well because the family is well known. The family, is the Banama connections and all of that. So now all of a sudden, she was abused and people knew about it. So it's just crazy to me that uzofika nje and just drop bombs and then go silent or again. It's insane, man. I think it's important yani sibuze questions as necessary before we react to social media to allegations as in Jen.
Sorry to burst your bubbles on our Akwane, but like we're not talking about something that we're assuming. We all heard the call. It calls really. I think the movement and stuff. So now we mustn't say she's dead, but like we all heard everything that was being said on the voice ban recording. I don't know if it was recording or it was a phone call. So there was no Photoshop or something, but like So I'm sorry about that to bust your bubble, but like
well, Chomi, I would comment on that. Well, not I would comment. I would say because obviously, if you listened to when we had the initial space when the space broke, from what I know is that obviously there was a backhand to the conversation of what the part that was recorded was that small part that we all had. Obviously that part was not altered, but I would also say maybe it was used to drive a different narrative because I did say that from that conversation, what was said was usthelo was swearing at Andile Mamake. I don't know, proud as so probably you.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
All right, Chomi, go on.
Usthelo is a girl who used to be my friend. I know how verbal she is. And usthelo umuntu okhuluma to a point ukuthi ke mina ngikwazi ukukhuluma ngiyagrabana kuphela, but usthelo is a person ukuthi she will call you to say izinto same as how she uyathanda ukubhala izinto. She's a person who's verbal. So as much as recorde or face iphatho shiwo baba, it's like umuntu bekujwala uzomtshela sonjalo masimba and all those things, and usho uzokubulala because what was she saying? Inkinga lonto abantu abanga-understand ukuthi u-Andile reply back to that. What was she saying? And besides loco, imagine wanting to kill your baby mama. Obviously it's a threat because umuntu ushita show at that time, and why reply? So in relation to that, I mean u-Andile zubhuti wami kade khuluma kanjalo ngabona ukuthi hayi whatever girl said or did must have been, it wasn't dead actually said, whatever she said must have been very spicy for him to talk in that tone. Never mind Shilo, for him to talk in that tone. But abantu were focusing on the whole thing yokuthi usthelo which was being abused to Andile uzombulala. But now nokuthi if she was being abused, she showed us it with a few scratches, which could be anything. Do you think ukuthi indoda mezokushaya uzobona scratches abancane kanje? Kwamina if uzokushaya ngeke ube scratches amancane kanje. Number one. Number two, she only recorded the part. Why did she record the whole conversation of what they were fighting about? If I had Andile ngiyeza 5,000 usithele nganubisi akapostanga lokho. Uposte ukuthi Andile utheni, but she doesn't disclose ukuthi yena wayethini. And ilonto abantu ukuthi kuyo yonke into we fail to understand ukuthi a story is like when you go to court umuntu will always want the next person to lose. So thina abantu abangayazi indaba ukuthi yaqala kanjani yaphelaphi asikwazi ukujudge asithi yilo wenze kanje, but obviously with ivideo leyaphuma ayirekhodi u-Andile bayishisa shape and she I understand why abantu bayibuke differently, but suppose uthelo even though ANC, you know, bahlulwa izinto serious, so escom laba busy baya-commenta they're supporting hostile abuse, which is a good thing vele ngoba abuse is a very big thing currently where women are being abused a lot. But now, a lot of women, again, are taking advantage of that. In fact, abantu amaningi ayadakwa nje, they do izinto, they push men, and when it gets into that, umuntu sethi, I was being abused, when there's actually no proof. And vele, there's been so many incidents online where it has been proven ukuthi ugirl was actually lying about her accusation of what she was being abused. So kuyo yonke into guys, ilento engisho ukuthi funa sonke nje singathatha ama-sides. If lento futhi usithelo, if she was being very serious, she had all the power. I mean, mono ANC next to you. Why aren't we people who are going to court or anything? Nokuthi ngoba ethi umndeni because ekugcineni ngoba ethi umndeni wanga actually she wasn't attacking me. Why attack uma? And ileyo nto ecika kuthiwa what the hell. And besides lokho abantu bethi usithelo noma bekhuluma ku-WhatsApp and whatnot, izinto sayifika late obviously kumine. Uma has always been guys. Uma goes through a lot of court things, always busy. Even kwamina, like how I was commenting it, I tried my suicide so many times. Uma was not a person who was there. In fact, I only told her way later ukuthi what I did because she's always busy. So within Dabaga and Nostelo, who even because Uma even was such a nice parent ukuthi wathatha usithelo umuntu who's done a wife amfake ekhaya uyazi musa sekhaya kanjani uthi ahlale no-Andile ekhaya. And you know, she was a person who was very supportive of the relationship. And futhi in relation to all that ukuthi Uma was the one sitting meeting, let's have a meeting, and Ustelo's mother, family side, Ustelo's side of the family was not available to do that. Kuma into where people fail to question ukuthi a whole Sean invited Ustelo to come stay with ingane yakhe encane in the house so that the relationship can be solid. And kuyo yonke leyo nto babehleli and ingane there to babysitting. I know Ma was the one babysitting ingane fully. That's how much she supported them. But izinto manje seyiphendukile sekuthiwa lo ukanje kuthiwa laba bakanje nan. But people fail to understand ukuthi usithelo only posted the recording wandile khuluma wayengapostanga yonke because clearly ugirl wayerecorder. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Hi, darling. Zoe, your hand has been up. I'm sure you have things to say.
Yeah, Sbahle, I mean, I just want to say I've been fighting all along for Indabaga Andile. I don't know Andile, I don't know Ustelo personally, but from the information that I got, right? If you were to look at this, guys, you remember that time when this thing started before the wedding, Yaga December, right? There was a day when they went to a club in Durban, and when they got to the club, there was Umamaga, baby mama Yaga, the musician, right? And when she got there, she got very upset. Ustelo, she was fighting everyone. Right, a week later, then there were those accusations to say that Umtanaga Gaga, the musician, is not Wake Waga Andil. And it's because she fought with that lady on that night, right? And after that, there was Mapepandawa. There was everybody else was saying all those things, right? So what I've learned from Ustel is that Gathera is social media support, right? If she is fighting with the family and she doesn't get what she wants, then she goes back to the social media and pokes something on Andile because she's got that belief, and everybody else thinks that no, Andile ageko right, there's something wrong with Andile. So we paint him as in aksumtano right. We didn't even know which we only found out through social media. How did we get that information? Through her, because she's feeding that information to her blogs and her friends, and then those friends they attack Andile. Yebo bebetandana, then things went wrong. But this is social media to attack the family. I mean, if you've got kids with a certain family, if you've got problems and you feel what you know what find someone else who can speak to them because bayakunakekela ingane. As it is right now, usthelo is not working. Usthelo akanayo indawo yokuhlala. Usthelo akanayo imoto. So what kind of life is she going to give those kids? Yes, umamabo. They are saying to her, if they're saying asukusize ngabantwana kancane till you find your feet, then uzozolanda abantwana bakhe. Then she comes to social media and say, abafuni ngumntanami. Yeah, but they would have fought and did whatever ebayenzi. But usthelo mina, I feel ukuthi she's vindictive and she's also using everything for her benefit. And if she's not benefiting, then she comes to social media. And if you don't believe me, go to Popcorn Room, go to those other blogs. If there's after this discussion, you will see there's going to be something else that she's going to use. As long as she doesn't get the house that she wanted and the car that she wanted, then she'll never stop. But it doesn't work like that in life. Go usebenza, try something out, girl, for yourself. Then you'll come back and speak to your baby daddy. At the end of the day, it's still your baby daddy. Somewhere along the line, you guys will need to sit and discuss your own kids.
Thank you very much for that, Siamunga. Smahle, is there anything you want to add on that?
All right, we're gonna
clarify what you're saying now because I haven't answered for that. Oh no. Actually, I remember. No, like it's a thing. Yoguti also, like usthelo has done a lot, which obviously I can't publicly state, but kuma into yoguti, you know what yena no andile, like usthelo has been physical. Like even imoto, imagine a whole Lamborghini esekhaya yaphihlika iwindi. You know how much that is ukuthi ukhande iwindi. It's like buying a new car, you know. But we didn't call nani sayithulela futhi. We didn't want to embarrass anyone. But kuma into yokuthi njengoba kwakushiwo kuthiwa straight after beqeda break up abona, next thing waseshado Andile. Andile is a boy. Why would you stick to one woman anyway? Kwamina kade ngibhizi ngintantela. We all do those things, and either way Andile is young. But either way, kuyo yonke into eyabo, he did find someone he really loved because into vele ngala we're not going well. So abantu fail to understand lokho ukuthi singadlali into ukuthi love lives here kuwonke umuntu, because abanye abantu nje are just honestly not worth your time, but uzohlala naye ngoba nishadile or because niney'ngane. So in relation to yonke lento yokuthi yini eyenzakalayo nokuthi ubani obhedayo what umakepe, like kuningi engikwaziyo that's the only downfall ukuthi I can't announce anything because ekugcineni as much as usithelo ngimzonda angifuni to destroy her name actually, because I have a lot I could say, especially as but I'm like a Musa ngazi indaba eziningi way. Even umuntu Andile nosithelo bejola kakwazi kudala before baze kube indaba ukuthi basitshele ezomndeni, but kangazi vele. And kukhona nabanye nje busy nani and ngangazi and ngangithi kanti abantu banjani. But either way, yibo izinto okuthiwa asonke asinayo indaba zethu because asikwazi direct umuntu sithi ungayizi lento, don't do this, because ilento abantu bethi why uma ngasho ukuthi wayajola umuntu omdala okwazi ukucontrol ukuthi umuntu uthanda, ngoba as much as uzama umcontrola, they will do it behind your back. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Mina, boss Bahle, with this, I'm sorry if I'm lokuzana a question, but ukhulume ngokuthi there's no way ukuthi ungaba nama scratches amancane on your face and then consider that as abuse yabo. So noma ngabe incane kanjani umuntu mayesethe umshayile yabo. So
yes. This that makes sense actually. I think I worded that wrong, number one. Yeah. But kuma into yokuthi ugel uthi washower to the point ukuthi ubani miscarriage kangazi nokuthi khona ingane ekhona, but akuyondaba yami leyo, maybe they didn't tell me. But if uzoshawa to a point ukuthi une-miscarriage, you would not have a scratch. Yilo nto engishoyo kuphela, but obviously uzoshawa kancane whatever, like angiyazi indaba yabo, so I wouldn't comment. But for umuntu othi washawa zoma ne-miscarriage, uchaza ukuthi waqratshwa, hawuthi wathintwa. So mina, that was my only thing yokuthi okay, and besides ngangazi nokuthi khona ingane ekhona.
Also, I just want to say, some gay Guti. I think the wording of what Sbatle said. She didn't say. Which I just want to rephrase exactly what she said. She said, if ushayiwe indoda, you wouldn't have the small scratches. Uzoba ushayiwe. I think, even if the wording was wrong, but I think that's what she said verbatim. If ushayiwe indoda, uyabonakala ukuthi ushayiwe, awuthinteki ube ne-scratch. And she even made an example with herself that, you know what, if ushayiwe yimi, I also wouldn't scratch you in the trapa. I think that's what I think that's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, nami yabona I was clapped ngempama and I had a busted lip yabo, and waphinde futhi wazongiphaphatha la ebusweni, so it doesn't mean ukuthi lokho ngiphaphatha lokho ebusweni ukuthi akusiyona ilokhuzana abuse yabo. So that's what I'm trying to avoid ukuthi noma ngabe sifane kanjani, if umuntu ethe ungishayile, you understand?
Yes, no, I understand that as a woman. I'm not saying ukuthi akashawanga. All I'm saying is angiyazi leyo, but also in the way she said it, ukuthi washawa zoba ne-miscarriage, it would not be into is connected with leyo scratching. Besides ugenzwa denisho ukuthi wayibhize shaya abanye abantu, and the picture could have been a picture from that fight she had. So gcineni kuma into ukuthi we can all, like me, and I've had bruises, I can actually, and I've got pictures, you know, and I could take those pictures and post it and say this person abused me, because on the bruises I've had actually are very deep, and I always have, I don't know, whenever I'm growing, I don't know why I end up with bruises. I always hit my legs against tables, I think. But I'm not here to defend ubudwami. I was just saying ukuthi asibuke izinto differently. So in relation ukuthi ngithi uAndile akashawa, uSthela akashawanga, ukuthi unama scratches, so we can't say that's being hit. I'm not defending anything la, but then you show ukuthi for umuntu one-miscarriage, chaza ukuthi waqratshwa ukuze abe ne-miscarriage, hayi ukuthi wamane wathintwa nje wasoba ne-miscarriage. That's my point. Anyway, but kuyo yonke into vele ngangekho lapho, angazi lutho.
Ria Chomi, I want to come to you. Your hand. Can we use a hand?
Uthuli ihand yakhe beno-Charmaine, this has been up.
Yeah, Charmaine
has been up. Hasn't the been.
Can I speak? Thank you. I'm just gonna ask a very quick question to Liam, and you can go. Especially, I don't know if you are able to disclose this, or if you are even willing to disclose this. However, I wanted to know, as
just to hold you there, I did say that I'm not here to answer questions. I'm just clarifying izinto, which you guys are saying from everything that's spreading around. I'm just here to clarify, but in relation to my questions, I'm going to call out for that because I'm not here to defend anyone.
All right. I did say that could we please use a hand system so that we can have a bit of order, because I know that everybody want to speak, but at the same time we're all speaking on top of each other. Bumi, to you, babes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sbatle, for coming through, because I think we've always heard the one story, which is from usthelo the most, but we never really got enough info from your side of the family, except the statement. So thank you for that. I wanted to say this, and this is just my opinion, yeah. Although I know now it's like a tit-for-tat situation, he said, she said situation, but I personally feel like we cannot totally debunk everything that usthelo said on her side, concerning the situation that happened on her side, because a situation of two people can only be, understood by the both of them. For me, I feel like from what was going on, I just feel like maybe their relationship was toxic. Like, it looked like a very toxic relationship, and I just feel like they both were wrong in their own way, both usthelo and Andile as well. Andile as well is also part of being wrong, I feel like it was very toxic a relationship, Iabo. And that's why, that's just like this whole tit for tat situation. But what I wanted to say is that, like, we can't also, like, totally just debunk, what usthelo was saying, and what, she said on her end concerning her experience. Yes, we did see, the screenshots, we saw everything that was going on there. Yes, she might have done, I don't know, like you guys are saying, she might have edited whatever she edited or done whatever she done on the side, but then we can't, like, totally debunk everything that she said and just say, no, usthelo is this. And again, as much as Andile is young, guys, Andile can think for himself. I think we giving him too much credit, saying, Uti, ingane. Yes, we are childish when we are young, we do things when we are young, but at the end of the day, he was also able, to some extent, to make his own decisions. We can't just say, okay, Andile, we're just gonna put him aside and not blame him because he was young. Because I feel like that is what I'm getting from most or some of the speakers here who are speaking on behalf of Andile, like Zoe, as well. Earlier on, I just feel like we're just throwing this whole Ingano Andile card, to just
It started when he was 16. He was 16, Mpumelelo.
Yes, it's fine. So can I please speak? He will speak after, ne? He will speak after. But I wanted to just say, like, we cannot just throw that card and just say, Andile. I feel to some degree he knew whatever he was doing. Yes, we do make mistakes. Everyone grows, whatever. I know all of that, but we cannot totally just throw this. He was a child card, or even blame the mother, because the child card comes now with the mom saying Oti, or with people saying we blame Oshonge because he was a child, we blame the mother. I think that's where it's also coming from. So I just feel like we can't totally just throw in this he was a child card. To some degree, he knew what he was doing, So for me personally, I just feel like both Stelo and Andile were both wrong, and their relationship was just toxic, They were both doing their own things, Jay, and it was toxic, it was abusive between the both of them. But we can't debunk everything that Stella was saying and throw it in the bin. At the same time, we cannot throw like this whole Andile was a young child card just to excuse him from some of the actions that he might have done or a role that he might have played within the relationship. And I just wanted to also ask Uspahle, is the DNA testing true as well? That your family, I know you said you don't want to answer questions, but I just wanted to ask that. But that's all. Thank you.
Can I? We to you, babes.
Okay, so lento I show you ukuthi we can't say to Andile ingane, so what he didn't do is not wrong. Guys, ilento esisho ukuthi we're not here to defend anyone, because ekugcineni ngesazi ukuthi was Andile on the wrong or was Stella on the wrong, but reading from the situation, Sabon's relationship was very toxic. But kuyo yonke into, we should, that's why I even decided to come on board with, let's not blame anyone. Let's ngamfaka uma le ndaba yasithelo no Andile thina abantu abangaphandle singafakwa, because we didn't know what was going on, nokuthi what led to what, nokuthi le voice note yathathwa Andile ekhuluma ukuthi what made Andile say that. And kuyo yonke into manje nje bade ngibuza ethi i-DNA test injani, like into yacelwa le last year, but the fact ukuthi not last year, I mean yacelwa kudala, but which is simple, because all you need to do, like uFlo, we're taking very good care of uFlo. uFlo uhlala ekhaya, she's happy, we're doing everything for her, and yena ubambe ingane. Why ngayenza i-DNA test? Into nami engiyibuzayo ukuthi she could get a piece of not having to worry about ingane. The fact that we bambili ufuna ukwenza i-DNA test. Why? Ngoba waye busy nabanye akazi na ukuthi ingane kaba and abantu basilengana ifana nami and angazi kanjani because usithelo nesiphondo nami nesiphondo esamfutha sikhonkulu ngaleyo ndlela. Number one. Number two, the nose is not straight. My nose is flat right now because of my car accident. Otherwise, I have a very straight nose, guys. If you look at my pictures from back then. Amehla ayo namehla awurawundi amakhulu. Those are not my eyes. And so where people keep saying alengani fana nosibahle ngithi ashe mchaza ukuthi ngalimala kakhulu ukuthi nje everything on my face ifana nengane, and that's not me. So go look at my pictures from back then ubusithombe sengane and say ukuthi le ngane ifana nosibahle because abantu babhizi bayakhomenta and I'm actually not liking it, not because ngithi ingane kuyona sekhaya because asazi vele. I'm not attacking anyone here, but it's unfair ukuthi wonke umuntu keep saying ukuthi ingane kasibahle ngithi why bina ngifaka ephaketheni. But aside from lokho kuma into ukuthi i-DNA test, if we show ukuthi ingane ya-Andile, she could have done it, and I mean we're going to take care of the child anyway. Ingane would have its own bedroom ekhaya like the rest of the other kids. But okay, uyayibamba and then she's quick hayi ku-Instagram athi ingane yami ayinababa or extended family. Who's holding that? Ubani ubambe leyo nto ngaphela ekugcineni? Clearly futhi ngokuthi kuzecela i-DNA testing because ugel wayebhizi how many times uthi ubhizi. Angisho ukuthi wayebhizi but iyasho ukuthi clearly umuntu owayebhizi. So manje imfebo yakhe has led clearly to umndeni ucele u-DNA test, but angisho angifuni ukukhotha ukuthi usibahle utest uyafeba. Angisho lokho, ngiyasho ukuthi clearly he must have been one of the reasons. I'm done.
Thank you so much for that. Truly, I am